How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys Fan. Born to battle. Star on chest beats we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the star shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys Fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And Cowboys Nation, all eyes are on the Dallas Cowboys to make moves, play aggressive, and somehow make the playoffs this season. On this morning's episode of Get Up, Dan Orlovsky, Adam Schefter, Mike Greenberg, Rex Ryan, and Damian Woody discuss where the Dallas Cowboys are right now and their chances of making the playoffs this year. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from Rex Ryan on this episode of Get Up.
Losers. Rex, who was your biggest winner?
Dallas Cowboys, without question. Right here, look, they take out the other team that was in the Super Bowl week before. They took out the Eagles. Now they take out the Chiefs. No team in the NFL is going to want to play Dallas. No team is playing better than the Cowboys ever since the trade for Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams, this defense stunk. They pick up Quinnen Williams. They've been in the top 5 in defense ever since they picked him up. This team is super dangerous.
If they get in, I agree, they are dangerous.
If we get in, we are dangerous. That's absolutely correct, Cowboys Nation. No team in this NFC wants to see our Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. The way this Dallas Cowboys team has been playing as of late, ever since the trade deadline, they have the potential to beat any team in the NFC and, quite frankly, the NFL. This team has moved in ways that we haven't seen. They've moved away from playing the finesse football, and they've moved toward a more dominant, a more physical type of football. With the addition of Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, and the return of DeMarvion Overshown, this Dallas Cowboys defensive front can go toe-to-toe and blow for blow with any offensive front in the league and be successful at doing so, Cowboys Nation. But jumping into the second clip, Adam Schefter brings up a wonderful point during this segment. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and talk about it. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
I'm looking at the analytics chances to win the NFC this season.
Yeah.
I don't see the Dallas Cowboys on that screen right now. And I think that that's a mistake.
It's
I think that's a mistake.
It's because their chances of making the playoffs are extraordinarily slim, as well as they are playing.
Except if they overtake the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's probably their best path.
I think so. And take a look at the schedule here, Greeny.
Yep.
You tell me if you see a path here. They're 1 game back in the loss column.
Yep.
Take a look at the schedule. And here's the bigger thing. Forget about who they're playing. Think about the way the Dallas Cowboys are playing today. And think about the way the Philadelphia Eagles are playing today. That is the bigger question. And right now, this Justin Herbert hand injury looms incredibly significant for a week from tonight when they play the Philadelphia Eagles as the Chargers still try to catch the Denver Broncos. Justin Herbert said yesterday he's treating the injury, which we'll have surgery on today, as if he's playing next Monday night. If he plays, that's a different Charger team. And if he plays, they're going to have a chance to beat the Eagles. And if they beat the Eagles and the Cowboys win against a depleted Detroit team on Thursday night, you might want to redo the numbers on those graphics. They're going to look a little bit different.
They're going to look a little bit different, Cowboys Nation. But yes, the obvious path to the playoffs for this Dallas Cowboys team is to run the table and hope that the Philadelphia Eagles can drop a couple games to give them the NFC East. But that's not the only path for our Dallas Cowboys to get to the playoffs, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more during this raw and uncut portion. So make sure you stick around for that. But now jumping to the last clip, Dan Orlovsky and Rex Ryan put the icing on the cake when it comes to their talks about the Dallas Cowboys possibly making it to the playoffs. So let's take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this raw and uncut.
Dallas looks like the team right now no one wants to play in the playoffs, right?
Cannot play the Dallas offense in man-to-man because you don't have enough people to cover George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. And then defensively, the speed of their defense pops on tape.
Yeah, and I look at it this way. Look, I said the Doomsday defense, that's how they played. Right now, the last several weeks, since they made the trade, that their defense is like 4th or 5th in the league in defense.
Cowboys Nation, I wish a team would try to play this Dallas Cowboys offense man-to-man. You talking about barbecue chicken, Cowboys Nation? We would have barbecue chicken in those games, but let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Well, Cowboys Nation, here we are. The 2025 playoffs. So to speak. Right now, our Dallas Cowboys are in playoff mode. They can't afford to drop any games to any team. I don't care if it's in the AFC or in the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys have no choice but to run the table and control what they can control. It started with the Las Vegas Raiders, and it ends with the New York Football Giants, which I'll be in the house for. So if you're in the house for that New York Giants game at MetLife, make sure you holler at your boy. But during this segment, the guys over on Get Up spoke about the path to get the Dallas Cowboys into the playoffs, and that's for the Philadelphia Eagles to drop a couple games for their remaining games while the Dallas Cowboys run the table. If that happens, then the Dallas Cowboys win the NFC East and they head on into the 2025 playoffs. That's not a far-fetched path because the Eagles have been known to nosedive at the end of the season. It happened in 2023 and it could possibly happen now. With the remaining games that they have on the schedule, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to drop a game to the Buffalo Bills, the Los Angeles Chargers, or even the Washington Commanders, a game that they play in Washington. But the Philadelphia Eagles' path isn't the only path for the Dallas Cowboys. If you focus your attention on the divisions that have 2 or more teams coming out of the division going into the playoffs, you will notice that there are teams that are not far ahead of the Dallas Cowboys, and those teams also have hard schedules to finish out the season. Those divisions are the NFC West and the NFC North. The NFC West have 2 teams with the same records of 9-3 with the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, while the San Francisco 49ers is bringing up the rear with 9-4. So let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers remaining schedule, shall we? Their next game? Yeah, I'll admit, it's a gimme because it's against the Tennessee Titans. But their remaining 3 games are tough outings for the San Francisco 49ers. After the Tennessee Titans, they go on the road to face the Indianapolis Colts. And then the last 2 games? Yeah, they're home games, but they face the Chicago Bears, and they end their season with a division rivalry, the red-hot Seattle Seahawks. If the Dallas Cowboys can run the table and the 49ers drop 2 of their last 4, the Dallas Cowboys make it into the playoffs. And let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks, shall we? Their current record is 9-3, 2.5 games in front of the Dallas Cowboys. The last 5 games on their schedule are against the Atlanta Falcons, the Indianapolis Colts, the Los Angeles Rams, the Carolina Panthers, the San Francisco 49ers. If the Dallas Cowboys can run the table and the Seattle Seahawks drop a game to the Colts, the Rams, and the 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys can find themselves in the playoffs. The Rams are the one with the lighter schedule compared to the other ones in the NFC West. They have to play the Cardinals twice, while they also have to play the Detroit Lions, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Atlanta Falcons. I don't foresee them dropping enough games to allow the Dallas Cowboys to sneak in on their watch. But now let's go ahead to the NFC North, where there's 2 teams going to the playoffs right now, as it stands right now. The Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The Bears are 9-3, while the Green Bay Packers are 8-3-1, thanks to the Dallas Cowboys. The Bears' remaining schedule, it's a pretty tough schedule, Cowboys Nation, because it starts with the Green Bay Packers, then the Cleveland Browns, which is pretty much a gimme. Then it goes back to the Green Bay Packers again, then the 49ers, and then they end their season with the Detroit Lions. 3 out of 5 of their last games are against divisional opponents. If the Packers can beat them both times and the San Francisco 49ers can beat them, the Dallas Cowboys can make the playoffs. That's if the Dallas Cowboys handle their business and win out. So, Cowboys Nation, there's more than one way to skin this cat and get to the playoffs. figuratively speaking, of course. The path through the Philadelphia Eagles seems like the more likely path, but it's any given Sunday, Cowboys Nation. It's all about who comes to play on game day and who wants it more on game day. The way this Dallas Cowboys team has been playing since the bye, they've been playing as if they want it even more. They've been playing with a purpose. But let's not act as if our schedule's just a walk in the park for the remainder of this season. We have to go up to Ford Field in Detroit this Thursday. We have to face a desperate Detroit Lions team who's looking to do the exact same thing that we're looking to do, and that's run the table. So our Dallas Cowboys are going to have to treat every single remaining game with care and attention. Y'all know that Dan Campbell has an axe to grind when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. The last time we faced the Detroit Lions, y'all know what happened. They blew the damn doors off our Dallas Cowboys. They were running trick plays in the third quarter, Cowboys Nation. They made us look stupid in front of the home crowd. Well, things have changed for both teams, though, Cowboys Nation, and we have to enter this game with a chip on our shoulder. We got to go into this game trying to blow the doors off them in front of their home fans, just like they blew the doors off of us in front of Cowboys Nation. We can't take the rest of our schedule lightly, though, Cowboys Nation. The Minnesota Vikings may look like hot garbage, but we can't allow J.J. McCarthy to look like Joe Montana out there. After the Vikings game, we have to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. The good thing about both of those games, though, they're at home, Cowboys Nation. They're at AT&T Stadium. But our last two games, Cowboys Nation, we're going to have to take the act on the road for the two teams that would love nothing more than to kill our playoff dreams, the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. We can't take them lightly, Cowboys Nation. But we have our hands full for the remainder of the season, Cowboys Nation. So let's go into these last games, control what we can control, and get out of there with the dub. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, do you think that the Dallas Cowboys can run the table this year? How much faith do you have in this team in winning out? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video, share this content with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hype this video. Doing so can almost but guarantee that we'll get out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans. They hopefully will like the content and want to join the ACF family. But if you are DC for life and you see our Dallas Cowboys handling business throughout the remainder of this season, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. Right now, the focus is the Detroit Lions. Let's go ahead and go up to Ford Field and make 53 lion skin coats, Cowboys Nation. It's lion hunting season. Let's make sure that we handle business so that we can continue this run, because we can't afford to drop a game to anybody. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.